Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at all of the confirmed exotics that we'll be seeing later on this fall in the Forsaken expansion. Now, of course, this list does include stuff that we've seen gameplay of from trailers, or reveal gameplay, or even E3 press kit assets. That includes lots of photos and HD screenshots that I've received personally because I am a content creator, and so I basically analyzed through all of this footage and all of these screenshots and wanted to put together a video of all of the exotics that we know are coming for sure. There's not going to be any speculation in this video. I'm not going to be showing you guys a screenshot and being like, look, if you zoom in, you might just see that it looks unique and it might be an exotic. There's not going to be any of that. It's just basically stuff that we know for sure is going to be coming as an exotic. Now, there are only 6 of these weapons that we're going to be taking a look at in this video, so it's not going to be the longest video, and it's not going to be stuff that's going to blow your mind, but it's still pretty interesting, and I thought you guys would definitely like to know. Now, exotic armor is actually something that's pretty interesting because they have not showed any off whatsoever so far. In the future, closer to the expansion release, I'm sure they're going to show us way more exotics than this, but this is currently what we have so far. Anyways, guys, if you end up enjoying this video, drop a like and subscribe for more daily Destiny 2 content. I can't wait for this expansion. It's just going to be so good. Okay, so for the very first weapon on this list, we are taking a look at a weapon that is completely brand new, never before seen in the Destiny franchise, and that is the exotic bow by the name of the Trinity Ghul. Now, it's important to note that there are going to be more bows than just this exotic one. There's going to be lots of legendaries that you can use, but obviously they're not going to be nearly as cool as the exotic itself. You guys have probably seen this exotic bow in tons of Bungie reveal trailers, maybe even during their E3 event, or maybe you've actually seen your favorite content creator use this thing in Gambit, a brand new game mode that lots of content creators got to play when they went out to E3 this past week. I personally saw lots of their videos for those that actually went to the event, and it looks fantastic. Now, it doesn't look like one of those weapons that's going to be very easy to use in PvP. It's probably going to be very similar to the No Land Beyond, where there's a very high skill ceiling for it, and if you're just a random, you know, not necessarily random, but if you're just like an average player and you pick it up for the first time and want to use it in PvP, you're probably not going to find that much success with it. But regardless, this thing looks like it's something that is definitely worth mastering, and if you pull up some montage clips with this thing, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be super impressed. So this thing has me very much excited, and I just can't wait to use it, you know? The next weapon on this list that we're taking a look at is the exotic by the name of the Twin Rabbit rocket launcher. This is of course found in the power weapon slot, and its name is absolutely fitting for the weapon's description. It fires off 2 rockets instead of one after the other, and the difference is that both of these rockets have different elements. I believe, if I remember correctly, one of them is actually a void rocket and the other is a solar. And you could probably put that imagination to work and imagine different scenarios where this would be extremely beneficial, not only in PvE, but also, you know, some funky things could happen in PvP where you can maybe take out a Dawnblade and also a Sentinel with one pull of the trigger. I think that would be very awesome, and I'm very much looking forward to this thing in real time. Next, we have the exotic trace rifle, and this is actually a very mysterious exotic because we don't know the name of the weapon itself. We don't know anything about the description or even the perks of this weapon, so it's basically a mystery right now. The only footage that we've seen is a very small snippet of somebody scrolling through their weapons during a reveal trailer, and it was sitting in the secondary elemental slot in the inventory more specifically. Now, I'm very interested in seeing what this exotic trace rifle is able to do, especially when compared with the other 2 exotics, notably the Prometheus lens and of course the Coldheart. I'd imagine that the burn would be void since the Prometheus lens is solar and the Coldheart is arc, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Next up, we have the Rose, a famous weapon that you guys might recognize because it does look similar to the Thorn. Now, if you guys don't know much about the Rose and its connection to the Thorn, then you're probably not somebody who is deep in the lore and haven't read the Book of Sorrows, Grimoire, or anything like that. I personally am not one of those people, so I'm not going to sit here and explain the relationship to you guys. All I know is that the Rose itself was the Thorn before the weapon and its guardian were corrupted infected by the hive. So the rose itself is like an innocent version of the thorn. That's what me and many other people in the community believe that this weapon is. It definitely looks a lot like the thorn, so it may be the rose or some kind of thorn spin-off. Who knows? We're just gonna have to wait and see, but this thing looks very damn awesome, and I really hope that this is gonna have lingering rounds in PvP, because that was one of the perks that really made the thorn an awesome weapon. The second last weapon on this list is an exotic sword in the power weapon slot. Now this thing, in my opinion, is probably the coolest exotic sword we've ever seen in Destiny, whether that be Destiny 1 with the Taken King or the Warline exotic sword that we had in the Warmind expansion. I just personally think that the ability that this has to throw those like void charges at people like their swords or nunchucks is so cool, and I'm very much looking forward to using this thing, especially in PvP. If the range on those like throws is very far, then I can see myself making some awesome plays, and it's just going to be all around a blast to use. Hopefully it does an insane amount of damage in PvE as well. I really missed the meta back in the day in Taken King, where swords were like the king of damage essentially, and I feel like that was just the most fun days of Destiny, so hopefully we see that same sort of damage output in PvE with this weapon right here. And finally, we have one more exotic on this list, and it's going to be a bit of a curveball and something you guys might not expect. The weapon itself is the Ace of Spades from Destiny 1, and of course, it is Cayde 6's weapon of choice. Now, you guys probably all heard by now, and you probably already saw the E3 trailer that came out promoting this expansion, and it shows Prince Aldrin killing Cayde 6 using his own weapon, the Ace of Spades. Now, I personally believe that it would be just absolutely perfect and so fitting if we were to get this weapon from Prince Aldrin and kill him at the end of the story or during a raid or something along those lines. The reason why I think we're going to get this exotic weapon is because in previous expansions and, you know, during Destiny 1, there were times where we would get the exotic weapon of a fellow NPC or other character in the game. Just as an example, we can use the Warmind expansion where we actually got an Abraze weapon, the Polaris Lance. So I definitely think the Ace of Spades is going to be attainable and a weapon that we could actually use. I don't know where we're going to get it from, but most likely some sort of exotic questline. But that is going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm very sure in the near future we're going to see a lot more of the exotics popping up in more trailers and reveal events and stuff along those lines, and I'm just definitely so excited. In the comments, let me know which one of these 6 exotic weapons you're most looking forward to using and why. And as always, guys, drop a like as it supports the channel, subscribe for more daily Destiny 2 content. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.